Yeah, Marquez, he must have thought he'd got that one. He must have thought so. And Andrea Iannone set the fastest lap of the race to finish in 3rd place. Whoa. Well, the bitter disappointment of the retirement of Valentino Rossi, but we have seen an absolutely superb MotoGP race. We have had 3 races here at Mugello of the absolute highest quality. So that's 5 MotoGP wins now for Jorge Lorenzo at Mugello. In the 8 times he's raced here, he's finished 1st or 2nd. I think he thought he was going to finish 2nd in this one until they got to the line.
Yeah, you just saw Marquez, he had that crucial wheelie, the front tyre just lifting about a foot in the air, and he just lost all drive. That's the strong point of the Yamaha coming out of Bochini. They're coming through Biondetti 1. That's where Lorenzo...
Oh, what a place to overtake. Here they are, though.
Oh, look at that. Was that Marquez's elbow slider being knocked off there? That's contact. That's elbow rubbing his racing, they say. But at 350 kilometres an hour,
don't let anybody tell you that Jorge Lorenzo can't ride tough when he's got to.
What a move this was by Lorenzo. Up the inside of Marquez at Biondetti 1, picked him up, lost momentum through. Marquez swept back through. Look at that Honda bucking and weaving. Marquez had the line going into the final corner, but just didn't quite have the acceleration of the Yamaha.
Well done, Marc Marquez. You made an absolutely superb race of that. Terrific stuff. Andrea Iannone is going to get a great reception, but like it or not, for the Italian crowd, he is the master of Mugello once again, Jorge Lorenzo.
The way that he stopped at that first corner after the win, he was shocked himself. He thought Marc Marquez had got that. I'm not quite sure.
I wonder what sort of reception he'll get. Probably not very good, which is incredibly disappointing after such a fantastic race. Wow. Where's the next race? Barcelona.
Yeah, more of that in a couple of weeks' time. We'll be pretty happy. What a ride by Lorenzo, though.
3rd win of the season for Jorge Lorenzo. Trey Dovizioso, well, he had a really good go, didn't he? In the end, he finished in 5th place. What impressed me about him is when Iannone caught him, he hung on there, tried to take him back, didn't he?
Yeah, just
don't forget he was 30th on the grid as well.
Yeah, and that mistake at the first corner, a few laps to go, just cost him the chance to fight for the podium. That was an unbelievably dramatic MotoGP race, and it was the 100th win for Yamaha in the modern 4-stroke era.
They're going to have very mixed feelings, aren't they?
And Jorge Lorenzo now moves up into outright 4th place in the all-time Grand Prix podium list. Now 140 moves him ahead of Spanish legend Angel Nieto, just 2 behind Dani Pedrosa. Dani Pedrosa was just over a 10th away from celebrating his 250th Grand Prix from the podium. But you talk about contrasting emotions in that factory Yamaha garage tonight. Nick, blimey.
10 points now separate Jorge Lorenzo and Marc Marquez in the World Championship. We're at the 1/3 distance. You feel they are going to slog it out right to the very end. Brilliant ride by Marquez at a circuit that does not suit Honda, but he rode it to the limit. Andrea Iannone, well, mixed feelings. He's pleased to be on the podium. He could have won that race if he'd have made a decent start.
Yeah, his whole race pretty much dictated by the bad start and first lap. Podium and a new MotoGP top speed record, the consolation for Ducati. Congratulations there from Shuhei Nakamoto. This was the dramatic finale. This is at Biondetti 1. Lorenzo up the inside of Marquez. Over the curve as Marquez cut it back fine. Look at the Honda bucking and weaving under acceleration. And at this stage, when Lorenzo couldn't find his way through, look at that. There's what, 3-4 bike lengths. And at this stage you thought, well, Marc Marquez is nailed on now to win this Italian Grand Prix, and it's here, look.
Yeah,
there's the wheelie. Lost the momentum. Jorge Lorenzo, thank you very much. Oh, heartbreak for Marc Marquez, but jubilation for Lorenzo. And that brilliant record in Mugello goes on.
Oh, what a day's racing. Absolutely superb. And this is the demise, I think, of Valentino Rossi, isn't it? Yeah. We didn't think actually it was a rider mistake. Then we thought it may be. You'll see exactly the reason why. Massive engine blowout with the Yamaha. And amazingly, that's exactly what happened to Jorge Lorenzo in this morning's warm-up. And he is bitterly disappointed. And the whole of Italy sobbed with him.
Yeah, and Yamaha must be wondering, you know, what's the fix for that engine problem? Of course, there's no in-season engine development nowadays in MotoGP. Here's Andrea Iannone, though, third place in his home Grand Prix. He's down talking to Dylan.
Well, Andrea, I think that was quite a difficult start for you, but you did manage to fight back up the field. How tough was it with Dovi and Danny at the end?
So I have a big disappointment because in the start the clutch so not slippery a lot, and the bike starting with a big wheel, and for me it's very difficult to control, and everybody passed me. I arrived in the first corner, so I think it's a disaster today. But okay, I push very hard for all the race, and I ride very, very fast, and I have a very good feeling with the tires. So I think in this track the tires work very, very well, and this is very good because Michelin improve race by race, and this is very important for us. But so the disappointment is the result, because yes, the podium in Italy is very good, but I have a big potential for fight for the victory, and so I need this, but today, so for sure we try at the next race.
Thank you very much, Andrea. Congratulations.
Yeah, disappointed, proud of what he did because he had a great ride back through the field, but from the front row he would have been right in there. That there is no doubt. Well, that really is winning in your greatest rival's backyard, isn't it? Jorge Lorenzo, what a victory, what an end to the race, and here comes the track invasion.
And they won't be going anywhere until Valentino Rossi comes back out onto the podium. If he does, of course, he'll be bitterly disappointed and frustrated. Marc Marquez, what a fight he put up in that 23-lap race. He comes over second place to talk to Dylan now.
Well, Marc, you tried numerous times. You finally made it stick past Jorge. Great little battle into that final time. But what was the problem on the drive out? Surely you must have thought you won it.
No, I already know that was really close, because even with the lifting I was not able to overtake Jorge. We were struggling a lot during all weekend on the last acceleration and on the top speed, and it was like this. I tried my maximum. I did the best race that was possible today. I take a lot of risks for winning the race, but in the last straight Jorge overtook me with the lifting. We must still working on the acceleration, because here we were able to stay there because it's not many accelerations, but still we are losing there. So for the next race we will try to do another step.
Thank you very much, Marc.
Great ride by Marc Marquez. Disappointed though, because the gap has doubled the top of that World Championship, but it is only 10 points. It's the acceleration, isn't it? He nailed it straight away. It was almost that he knew what was going to happen when they got to the situation they were in.
As we told you there, the new top speed record set by Andrea Iannone in that race, 220.8 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen.
I remember going to Hockenheim in the mid-80s when 200 miles an hour was the fastest. Here we go. Race winner here at Mugello, Jorge Lorenzo.
Well, Jorge, a win here in Italy. I think, first of all, amazing start, but then you had to cope with Valle behind you and then Marc. I mean, what was going through your head when Marquez went into that final turn first?
Well, yeah, the pace was not very fast, so I couldn't escape like I wanted. Marquez stayed very strong all the race, so I used a lot of energy to go leading all the race. So I thought that Marquez maybe have more energy. So when he passed me, I thought to stay in second place and take the points, but finally I remember a little bit the year 2005 when I was in 250 and I passed De Angelis in this corner in the last chicane for the second place, and I thought, okay, maybe I can do the same, no? So I try a crazy move,
was okay, but I was going right in the second corner of the chicane. And finally, my bike was quite fast, so I take the lifting of Marquez and I won this unexpected race, unexpected victory.
Thank you very much, Jorge. Congratulations.
What would have happened if Valentino Rossi's bike had not blown up? What would have happened if Andrea Iannone had made a good start? Doesn't matter, does it?
And one of the first men to congratulate Jorge Lorenzo there. You just saw Fernando Alonso.
That's good to see. Yeah, there we go. More overtaking in that race than the whole of the Formula One season.
Boom. Well, they're going to be disappointed. They've had a great day out here, but not the outcome that they would have wanted to see. They've still witnessed a
trudging
classic
home, aren't they? Yeah.
They still got treated to an incredible MotoGP race.
Matt, I don't think the majority of them give a hoot what the race was like. They just wanted to see their man win. And all they're chanting is Valet, Valet, Valet. But
tell you what, Andrea Iannone there, he'll be reflecting on what might have been tonight, because as he said, the start was a shocker, problems with the clutch slipping, because his pace, once he got into his rhythm, was as quick as Lorenzo Marquez. Andrea Iannone will look back on this as a big chance gone to end Ducati's long victory drought in MotoGP. Well, those two men there on your screens now, Lorenzo Marquez, what an afternoon's entertainment they served up. Lorenzo still seems shocked in Parc Ferme, doesn't he? Unexpected victory.
That's exactly what he
thought
said.
That race had gone.
Well, it couldn't be better for Barcelona, could it? Two Spaniards fighting out a race like that. And the next round of the championship, round 7 in Barcelona in 2 weeks' time. What a weekend we have had here in Mugello. I suppose the only sad thing was we didn't get the fairy tale ending that everybody wanted, is certainly wearing a yellow shirt. But we've seen 3 unbelievable races. And as good as all of them was the MotoGP race and the battle at the front between Marquez and Lorenzo. And it was Lorenzo who came out on top to increase that lead in the World Championship. It was not a big lead, but to 10 precious points. The podium is going to be interesting just for the reaction of the crowd, I think you've got to say, haven't you?
I know one thing, Jorge Lorenzo will be enjoying himself up there regardless of the reception he gets.
Yes. There we are, that's his side of the Yamaha garage. They look in a very good form. Maverick Vinales, he'll be disappointed with 6th place because once again, he ran the pace, didn't he? So here we go. Iannone, Marquez, and here comes Jorge Lorenzo. Mixed reception, I think, could we call that?
He's loving it.
He loves every minute of it. Roll on Barcelona. The Spanish fans can get their own back with their own songs, can't they? A tremendous motorcycle race, an unbelievable weekend here in Mugello.
I think that's the Constructors' Trophy, isn't it? The individual awards are still to come.
I think he's decided he's going to celebrate.
He's having everything, just give him the lot.
Yeah, that's right. Independent teams will have that one as well. Look.
Andrea Iannone's doing his best to make amends for Valentino Rossi's disappointment. He's whipping the crowd up. Andrea Iannone's 29th career podium, his 5th in MotoGP.
And in 2nd place, Marc Marquez. Brilliant ride on the Honda. Not the easiest machine at the moment to ride around Mugello. He pushed Jorge Lorenzo to the absolute limit.
83rd podium of Marc Marquez's career, number 44 in the Premier class.
Gained a mixed reception.
But it was last gasp Lorenzo in Mugello, and he's taking the victory trophy for the 43rd time in his MotoGP career. His 140th podium. He's now the 4th most successful podium rider in history.
His 5th win here in the MotoGP class in Mugello. He leads the World Championship by 10 points. Now the champagne will flow. The dignitaries clear the podium. It's a familiar leap from Jorge Lorenzo. Valentino Rossi perhaps not on the podium, but he will make an appearance at some stage to the crowd now jammed on the main straight here at Mugello. But all the plaudits to these three. Terrific race. Lorenzo finally getting there right on the line from Marquez. Iannone fighting his way back through the field, fighting off the challenge first of his teammate Andrea Dovizioso and then of Dani Pedrosa.
Yeah, damaging afternoon in more ways than one for Valentino Rossi. 37 points he is now behind Jorge Lorenzo in the World Championship. As Nick said, Lorenzo 10 points clear. Well, if they can't have Valentino Rossi on the podium, I suppose the next best thing is a Ducati with an Italian on board, Andrea Iannone, who himself's doing a pretty good job of milking all the applause, isn't he?
But there were two people they wouldn't want on the podium would be Jorge Lorenzo and Marc Marquez, isn't it? Well, they're there, and they're deservedly there. As I said, what a day's racing. An unbelievable Moto3 race. Oh, what a Moto2 battle at the front. And then a tremendous race between two Spanish riders. And where are we next? From Florence in Italy, it's not a very long trip. Barcelona, Catalunya, the circuit to Barcelona, Catalunya. Round 7, the MotoGP World Championship. This magnificent Mediterranean city. Crowd still pouring on to the main straight here in Mugello. They only want to see one man, and he will make an appearance somehow, somewhere, one would think. But a bitterly disappointed Valentino Rossi. And it's his teammate and his bitter rival has won fantastic battle to win here in Mugello. Jorge Lorenzo wins, Marc Marquez in second place. Andrea Iannone third. That's your podium. Dani Pedrosa on his 250th Grand Prix pushed so hard to finish on the podium. Andrea Dovizioso, Maverick Vinales from the front row. Bradley Smith in 7th place. Danilo Petrucci in 8th spot. They had Alessia Spargaro, Michele Pirro, Cal Crutchlow picking up some points. Hector Barbera, Stefan Bradl, Paul Espargaro and Yoni Hernandez just finishing out of the points in 16th place. Mechanical problem for Scott Redding, a crash for Jack Miller and Alvaro Bautista. Sun still shining here in these Tuscan hills above the city of Florence. And there you go, 10 points separate Jorge Lorenzo and Marc Marquez in their championship battle. Valentino Rossi now 37 points down. Dani Pedrosa 49. Maverick Vinales in 5th place. Alessia Spargaro 6th. Paul Espargaro slips to 7th. His older brother takes over from him in 6th. Hector Barbera 8th. And Andrea Iannone in 9th. Then we have Eugene Lafferty just dropping 1 place. Andrea Dovizioso and Bradley Smith. Stefan Bradl, Alvaro Bautista, Michele Pirro, Danilo Petrucci. Tito Rabat missed the race this weekend with a broken collarbone. And Cal Crutchlow picks up some points and moves up 1 place. Constructors' Championship, Yamaha lead the way. 25-point advantage over Honda, then Ducati, Suzuki and Aprilia. Teams Championship, Movistar, Yamaha, MotoGP lead the way by 22 points from Repsol, Honda. Then we have Team Suzuki X-Star, Monster, Yamaha, Tech 3, Ducati Factory Team, Avintia Racing, Aprilia Racing Team Cassini, Octo Pramac, Ducati, and Aspar Team MotoGP. Estrella Galicia without Tito Rabat today, and LCR Honda. Paul Espargaro leads that Independent Riders Championship. He has a 5-point advantage over Hector Barbera. Eugene Lafferty in 3rd place. Then we have Bradley Smith moving up 2 places. Bradl, Bautista, Petrucci, Redding and Pirro. That was when Pirro, of course, was riding for the Pramac team, not as a wild card in the factory team. Tito Rabat, Cal Crutchlow, Loris Baz, Yoni Hernandez, and Jack Miller. What a weekend, what a day we have had here at this magnificent Mugello circuit. 3 races of the very highest quality. 3 races that show us what the MotoGP World Championship is all about. What a MotoGP race. Bitter, bitter disappointment for Valentino Rossi. But the 2 Spaniards, Jorge Lorenzo and Marc Marquez, turned on an unbelievable show. See you 2 weeks' time. Barcelona, Catalunya in Spain.